Have you ever received a hospital bill and we're like, it's expensive, I should have just died? Welcome to adulthood. Today, I'm gonna break down that expensive hospital bill. Hello, I'm Nicholas Luna, your local health insurance broker, and I'm gonna break down that very expensive hospital bill. Now, when you get the hospital bill, the first amount that you're gonna see is what's called the billed amount. This is the amount that the hospital wants to charge the customer for the services that they rendered at the hospital. Now, this is the biggest number of the entire bill. In most cases, hospital bills are gonna range from $100,000 to $200,000, depending on the length of stay and the services that were provided. Don't get freaked out by that big number because there's a lot more stuff going on in that bill. The second line you're going to see is what's called the allowed amount. Now, the allowed amount is the agreement amount that the insurance company and the hospital came up with for the services that were provided to you. Now, a lot of people are always confused as far as what's the allowed amount, who comes up with it. It sometimes varies depending on the hospital, but also taking into consideration that medical organizations are governed by the Department of Managed Healthcare on these allowed amounts to come up with that if they are reasonable. So the allowed amount is what you really want to focus on because that's going to be the amount that you're technically responsible for and what the insurance is going to pretty much charge you. But if you have 70%, 80%, 90% coverage, or 100% coverage, then it's gonna work out a little different. Now, we've gone over the two charges. The first one is the billed amount. The second one is the allowed amount. The third part is going to be your responsibility. So we're gonna go back to the allowed amount. The hospital bill was $100,000. Outrageous. The allowed amount was only $20,000. A little bit more reasonable, not that dramatic. You're responsible because of your insurance policy for 10%. The hospital or the insurance company is gonna pay 90%. Insurance pays that 90%, you're responsible for that 10%. Now let's do the math. 10% of $20,000, $2,000. That is the amount you're responsible for. You're thinking, well, Nick, what happened to the other $80,000 that the hospital charged? That is a discount. That's a discount for you, and it's a write-off for the hospital. People are always confused, like, well, how are they gonna, make up all that money? I'm like, insurance company have customers. They do the marketing for these medical organizations. That's why they're able to come up with these allowed amount because they tell the hospitals or medical providers, we're gonna provide you lots of volume of customers, so it makes up for the difference that you're not getting what you want to charge on your billed amount. So, recap: billed amount, allowed amount, your responsibility. Always look at what you're responsible for before you freak out and think, oh my God, I'm gonna be broke after this hospital bill. So once you know what understand that the hospital bills or any medical bill, you'll be a lot more at ease.